Judith Halberstam and the theory of female masculinity. Have you ever noticed how our society automatically pairs certain human traits with specific biological bodies? From the moment we are born, we are taught that masculinity belongs entirely to men, and that femininity belongs entirely to women. We often view masculinity as a natural biological expression of being male, assuming that traits like physical strength, independence, assertiveness, and a love for rugged activities are hardwired into male anatomy. However, if you look closely at history, literature, and our everyday lives, you will quickly realize that this strict division does not tell the whole story. You have likely met women who are incredibly strong, assertive, and natural leaders, or who feel most comfortable wearing tailored men's suits and short haircuts instead of dresses and makeup. A brilliant and highly influential gender theorist named Judith Halberstam looked closely at these realities and came up with a revolutionary concept to explain them. Through a groundbreaking framework called female masculinity, Halberstam argues that masculinity is not a biological property of male bodies at all. Instead, it is a diverse cultural identity that can be expressed powerfully, authentically, and independently by women, offering us a completely new way to understand gender, identity, and human expression. To fully understand Judith Halberstam's work, we first need to rethink our traditional ideas about gender itself. In ordinary conversation, people often confuse sex with gender. Sex refers to our biological anatomy, while gender refers to the cultural roles, behaviors, and traits that society expects us to perform based on that anatomy. For a very long time, mainstream culture has treated masculinity as the standard, natural blueprint for men, while viewing any expression of masculinity in women as a strange imitation, a psychological flaw, or a simple medical anomaly. Judith Halberstam completely flips this old way of thinking upside down. Halberstam argues that if we want to see what masculinity really is, we should actually look at female masculinity. Why? Because when men act masculine, society ignores the cultural performance and calls it natural. But when a woman expresses masculinity, the cultural performance becomes highly visible. By studying masculine women, we can finally see that masculinity is a constructed set of behaviors, styles, and attitudes that anyone can adopt, regardless of their biological sex. Judith Halberstam explains that female masculinity is not a modern, trendy invention. It has a rich, deep history that has been systematically ignored or erased by mainstream society. Throughout history, countless women have embraced masculine roles, styles, and identities. Halberstam looks back at historical figures, such as women who dressed as men to fight in wars, passed as men to work in restricted professions, or formed deeply committed romantic partnerships with other women while adopting a masculine social role. In the past, these women were often categorized using medical terms or dismissed as being confused. Halberstam rejects these dismissive labels, arguing that these historical figures were pioneering distinct, authentic ways of being masculine. By bringing these hidden histories to light, Halberstam shows that female masculinity is a long-standing, legitimate form of human identity that deserves to be celebrated and studied on its own terms, rather than being treated as a secondary copy of male behavior. Another profound aspect of Judith Halberstam's theory is the critique of how modern culture polices and controls public spaces based on gender binaries. Think about a very ordinary, everyday situation, such as walking into a public restroom. For most people, choosing between the men's room and the women's room is an automatic, thoughtless action. But for a woman who expresses a high degree of masculinity, who wears her hair very short and dresses in traditional men's clothing, this simple daily task can become a site of intense anxiety, judgment, and confrontation. Halberstam calls this the bathroom problem. When a masculine woman enters a female bathroom, other women often stare, gasp, or aggressively tell her that she is in the wrong place. This happens because our social institutions are rigidly built on the false assumption that looking masculine automatically means you are a biological male. This daily policing shows how deeply uncomfortable society is with gender expressions that do not match traditional expectations, and it highlights the urgent need to expand our cultural definitions of who is allowed to look and act in specific ways. Furthermore, Judith Halberstam looks closely at the incredible diversity within female masculinity itself, showing that it is not a single, uniform identity. There are many different ways to be a masculine woman, and each expression carries its own unique cultural meaning. Halberstam explores various identities within the queer and alternative communities, ranging from tomboys and athletic women to butch lesbians, drag kings, and genderqueer individuals. A tomboy might be a young girl who prefers playing sports and climbing trees over playing with dolls, which society often tolerates until she reaches puberty. A butch lesbian or a genderqueer person, however, maintains a lifelong commitment to masculinity, consciously carving out a space that completely separates masculinity from the male body and from heterosexual relationships. By mapping out this rich spectrum of identities, Halberstam proves that gender is not a simple choice between option A and option B. It is an expansive, beautifully complex landscape where individuals can mix and match traits to reflect their true inner selves. Ultimately, Judith Halberstam's critique of traditional gender norms serves as a powerful call for authentic acceptance, radical inclusivity, and deep self-expression. It challenges us to look beyond the superficial boxes that society tries to force us into from the moment we are born. Halberstam's work reminds us that human traits like courage, strength, independence, and leadership do not belong to any specific anatomy, nor do gentleness, beauty, and emotional depth. By breaking the monopoly that male bodies have held over masculinity for centuries, this philosophy frees all of us to discover our own unique balance of traits. It invites us to stop judging people by how well they conform to outdated social scripts and start appreciating the incredible variety of ways that human beings can live, love, and express their true identities in a modern, diverse world. Thank you so much for taking the time to read through this detailed article on sociology, gender studies, and the brilliant, transformative theories of Judith Halberstam. If you found this explanation clear, eye-opening, and deeply valuable for understanding the true complexity of human identity and modern culture, please make sure to click the like button and subscribe to the channel right now. Your wonderful support means absolutely everything to us and directly helps us continue producing high-quality, deeply researched, and easy-to-understand educational content that simplifies complex academic theories for curious minds all across the world. Do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video upload. And please feel free to share your own thoughts, questions, or personal observations about gender expression and media representations in the comments section below. We truly love reading your insightful perspectives and appreciate you being an active, incredible part of our growing digital community of learners.